Hey y'all, come on in. Let's make this macaroni and cheese because my crew are gonna be ready to eat. And I need to make some cornbread and macaroni and cheese. I'm gonna show you how I make my macaroni and cheese. Everybody makes theirs different, and everybody has their own way of making macaroni and cheese. I find my macaroni and cheese, to me, very satisfying. So with that being said, y'all come on in, and I hope y'all are having an amazing day. I'm gonna get my stuff done. I'm gonna show y'all what I got going on while my while my oil is getting hot. So of course we melted the butter. Okay. I'm gonna set you down. I'll show you what's in all my pots. I'm gonna turn you down when I set you down. That way my hands can be free and y'all can see me. Okay. So with this, I hope y'all can see me pretty good. I'll turn it up as much as I can and turn it at an angle. Now I'm making macaroni and cheese. I got a stick of butter and a fork. You don't want a lot of flour because you don't want your macaroni to be pasty and taste funny. So just a fourth a cup of flour is all you need. Because you want to cook the graininess off. And if it comes to where there is no cooking, like it's so thick that you can't, then that meant, honestly, you put too much flour. So let me show you this real quick so you'll know what I'm talking about. See, I still got room. It's not stiff. So it's going to start bubbling because I'm going to cook the graininess off of this flour. But if I use too much flour, then I won't have any room to make this and cook the graininess off the flour because it'll be thick and clumpy. You don't want that. See how it's bubbling? I'm cooking the graininess off, so when I add my milk, no problem at all. Okay, so let's get a little of that floury so we don't get no flour taste in there. I'm gonna keep you turned down for just a brief moment. Okay, let me get my milk. We're gonna add some milk in here. Depending on how much macaroni and cheese that you're going to make, that just depends on how many cups that you want to add. So you normally will add anywhere from 2 to 3 cups, depending on, again, how much you're making. So let's do this. That's 1 cup. Stir that. Take your time and stir it. Because you want this to cook into the milk. Because that's what the roux is coming from. You adding the cheese. You're just really adding to your roux base. So that's 1 cup. Let's do another cup. Depends on how much macaroni you're making. You don't have to be in a hurry. Just lightly add it in there a little at a time. You can make as much roux as you want. Because remember, with me, I add a little milk in my noodles. I use canned milk, heavy whipping cream, and whole milk. So this is just my roux. Okay? This is my cheese sauce. Let it begin to grab hold to itself. I added sour cream and butter into my noodles already. I use different cheeses, but the cheeses that I'm using today, I'm using Havarti. I'm using smoked Gouda. I'm using Colby, Monterey Jack, Sharp. That's what I'm using. How many is that? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a little mozzarella. That would make 5 cheeses, 3 milks. No, it's not. Hold on. My Velveeta, my Colby and Monterey Jack, my Sharp, my Havarti, and my provolone smoke. That's it. Okay. Takes a minute sometimes to call out everybody. Sometimes I do add a little mozzarella. It ain't necessarily needed. So as that begins to catch, just hold on 1 second. You can start adding some cheeses in just a second. I'm going to tell you about Gouda cheese, especially the smoked one. They have this little rind that goes around it, so it's not going to melt. So you might just want to either scoop it out or cut it off before you start adding it. That is Gouda. Ain't it amazing, the name Gouda? Boy, when I grew up, that'll be one of your cousins' nickname. Where you at? Over there at Gouda House? What were Gouda them doing over there? They ain't doing nothing over there. He barbecuing. Tell Gouda I want a plate. Okay, Gouda mama want a plate. Oh, you know auntie can have a plate? Baby, Gouda is a nickname where I'm from. Okay. Y'all tell Gouda come in. Goo-goo. Or am I the only one that family got nicknames left and right? I think that's why I nickname y'all, because we got so many nicknames in our family. So many nicknames in our family. So I'm going to add some more Gouda. Gouda gives your macaroni an amazing flavor. Smoked Gouda really does. I'm going to add some more of it. I hope y'all having a great Sunday. I'm just cutting the things off and around the Gouda. You know, the little brown pieces. I call it the rind. I like to take it off. I'll show it to y'all. If I don't take it off when I'm doing it, I'll just scoop it out because it's not going to dissolve itself. Okay? It's just not going to do it. And I'm talking about the little piece like this that's around it. It's not going to dissolve. So if you can get it out, get it out. Like bologna. Get the rind off of it now. And so this is how we're going to make our cheese sauce. Y'all with me? I'm almost done with this type of cheese. Then we're going to add Havarti, and we're going to add Velveeta, and we're going to keep moving like that. We're going to add the cheddar. We're going to keep adding it. I hope I didn't leave. I might have left one of my cheeses in the car because I just came from the store. And, oh my goodness, y'all going to be so proud of me. I walked in the store without my cane. Man, I just want, you know, everything that the enemy stole, God giving it back to me. They can't have my joy. They can't have my peace. They can't have nothing. Stay with your sauce, please. Stay with your sauce. I'll tell you if I'm going to add another cup of milk in a minute. I ain't going to add it right now. I'm going to add some cheddar. I'm going to add some Velveeta. Stay with it. And don't be like me, can't get your stuff open. Just stay with your sauce. It's going to start making itself. It's going to start forming. Okay. I'm going to add some more Havarti cheese. I want to make this sauce rich. Okay. Take your time with that. I'm going to shake up my little canned milk. I'm going to add my little canned milk in here. Canned milk just gives stuff such a richness. It's all milk, right? I don't know. We're going to add the Velveeta. It's easy to melt. And I'm using government cheese. Okay. You use whoever government cheese you want. I like my government cheese. Hey, y'all. Sprinkle me, baby. Sprinkle me. I'm about ready. I'm almost finished. I'm going to add a squishy bit more milk. Because I'm going to put some in my macaroni, too. Just a squishy bit. Not quite a cup. This is simple. You be in control of it. Stay with your cheese so you don't burn it. Stay with it. Now that's why I add more milk into my macaroni. My heavy whipping cream, and I add a little bit more milk into my macaroni and cheese because this is thick. I don't just use this. This is a roux. I loosen it up. And I use the government cheese. It's the first Velveeta. And it tastes the best to me. To each is to own. If I ain't got to buy it, I'm going to use it. I likes my government cheese. Government cheese, please. And some people do not like Velveeta. And that is nothing wrong with it. It's your thing. You don't have to use it. If you don't use it, if you're a person that only like cheddar in your macaroni, you put what you like. You know, you put the type of cheeses you like. You don't have to use the ones I like. But I tell you what I do. I go to the deli and I sample everything. I sample different meat. I don't know about y'all. I sample different cheese. Because when I grew up, we didn't have all these cheeses in our house. That's how I learned to love certain things. Because I just started going on my own, trying things out. You can forget it with my mama. She'll give you some Kraft macaroni. That's one thing she didn't get into, making macaroni and cheese. She really didn't. Our macaroni was very simple growing up. That's one thing I can tell you. My mama didn't show me how to make my macaroni. But I remember the lady that I did start learning some of the stuff from, not my whole recipe, but she was the first one that showed me how to make a roux and to not use eggs. God rest her soul. And that's my sister-in-law Jerry's mama, Miss Geraldine Hill. That better. She showed me. She was the first person I ever ate big macaroni noodles with. And I went over her house one day. You know, back in the day, you didn't have to go visit nobody. Well, her daughter was with my brother, so I went over her mama's house. And you would think that was the meanest lady, but she was really sweet. And Miss Geraldine said, come in the kitchen with me. I always liked to cook. And she would cook and she said, you ever make your egg? You know you don't have to make no macaroni and cheese with no eggs. She said, have you ever made it like this? And I said, no, ma'am. And she showed me how. Now, she didn't use all these different cheeses I used, but she used jumbo noodles that day. And she used cheddar. And she used her Velveeta. And my goodness, it was amazing. See, if your roux is too thick, when you pour it into your noodles, it's not going to benefit you. Your noodles going to be a paste later on that day. It's going to be plumb, overly thick, that macaroni, when it congeals itself. So that's why you have to be very careful. That flour is very important. You don't use over a fourth of flour. Fourth of cup. If you use more than fourth or a third, you got too much. And it's going to taste flour. Okay? Now let me get over here to this here macaroni and cheese. I'm going to bring y'all over here. Let y'all see this. Before I went to the store, I added some sour cream in my macaroni and cheese. Okay? I'm going to talk to y'all in a minute. I added sour cream into my macaroni and cheese. And I added just a little extra butter. And I cooked them al dente. You see that? I stopped the process of the cooking by cooling it down. See how it just separated itself? It's just sitting there dry, wasn't it? Minding its business. But look how I can just separate it just like that. So how I do it is, I get it just like that. Then I come over here and use my little heavy whipping cream. All of it's made out of milk. That's why you can freeze your macaroni and cheese. Now, that's if you don't cook your noodles too mushy. If you don't use all your sauce, you can freeze it. Okay, so what I do, I'm going to sit you right here for a second. I'm going to turn you down. Because y'all know how y'all like to be all up in people's business. So let me get you in there. And I'm going to show you that pig in the pot in just a second. Make sure my phone don't get too hot. Well, I got y'all. Because ain't nobody buying me no phone. And who else ain't buying you one? Tracy. When I see how high these phones is, y'all just going to have to bear with me. And quit telling me to get an iPhone. The devil is a lie. I mean, unless I got to, like it just... Nah, I went up there and said, can y'all fix my phone? Can somebody help me? Please. Please. They said, let's see what we can do for you, ma'am. What's going on? I don't know. It just ain't working right. It ain't working like it used to. I want a little more cheddar. It's better with cheddar. So, let me add just a little bit more cheddar cheese in here. We'll make it a little more orange, as y'all say. Make it a little more orange, Miss Tracy. Make it a little bit more orange. I'm going to add some cheddar. My. Dinner gonna be so good tonight. When I get through cooking it, I'm gonna say my. Okay, so now I'm going to add a little heavy whipping cream. A cup of this here heavy. You know, heavy whipping cream. I'm going to add a little squishy bit of her in here. Okay, because you still want your stuff to move around. And you still want this cheese, when it's cooking, to catch a little bit more milk. Now remember, I told you it was 2 to 3 cups. This is where my other come in. I'm going to add me just a little half a cup of milk. Because I used 2.5 over there. So here's your other half a cup of milk. And I'm going to put it in there. Just like that. Okay, so now that made it be 3 in all. But I separated it. So now, I'm going to take this and work it. It's got some milk in it. Okay, it's got a milk base in here to help grab and work with the roux. Okay, you don't want that roux so thick because it will take and turn your macaroni and cheese into tasting like flour. We don't want that for nobody. And let me tell you, with me, I don't put pepper in my macaroni and cheese because everybody don't eat pepper. If I do, every now and then I'll do a zzzz, a quick. That's it. I don't, because when I'm cooking for other people, you can add what you want, but everybody don't like pepper. That's why I don't put pepper in my grits when I cook them. You can put them in yours or cheese after you get through. Okay? That you fix yours the way you want it. Now here's my liquid gold. Okay? This is it. See? This is my liquid gold. See how it just comes up on there like that? I just added that it's not going to be clunky, and I'm cooking this on low. So that ought to tell you something. That's right. See? Okay, now we're finna add it into our macaroni. Then I can chat with y'all because I'm gonna make some cornbread real quick, and I'll show you what's in the pots. Oven is on 350. I'm gonna set y'all down so y'all can see the rest. Is that 865 people? Can y'all sprinkle me 865? Come on, get me to 1,000. And I know y'all can. I know you can do it. I know you want to see it. I know you can do it. Give it up to me. I used to love to hear Darius Cook say that. My goodness. I know you can do it. That's when I first started watching him. That's been a long time. I know you can do it. She said, dear baby Jesus, the skinny one that was 36 in the waist. That's a money shot, ain't it? Y'all got that money shot? That's a money shot. That's a money shot. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let's start working this in. My family done got home from church and I'm playing around. This should have been finished. Y'all about to get me in some troubles. That's what y'all trying to do. All right here. If I want to add a little bit more milk is when I'm going to add it. Now, I don't always use all my cheese sauce. I freeze it. So the next time y'all come over and y'all say quick macaroni, that was quick. I already had it. So right here, I'm going to add me some more milk. Okay, that's 8A. Here I come. Hey, girl.
Hey, Mom.
I'm finna put the macaroni in the oven, okay? I'm doing my live. Mm-hmm. Huh, baby? Them children coming over and I'm taking mama for it.
I got over with Erica on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Now put my chips
I got a
in
few
there.
things in the car I need you to get.
Mama, I saw you come in the house.
You saw me? Could you see me? Oh, from the ring camera?
Mm-hmm. It went off and I heard you.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't hear you because the thing was off. So you're going to put that in the oven?
Mm-hmm. It'll be ready in a minute.
Who's coming over?
You know you. Just killed him. Philip. Nobody.
How old is Philip again?
Hey, Ren. Why do you like to ask me stuff online?
I'm just asking. That's all.
Well, it don't matter how old he is. Oh, and I put salt in my noodles before I cooked it. Okay? I like to have that juice in there. It's very important that you have some juice. Gives this cheese sauce room to spread. Okay? Let me see if I need any more salt. Mm-hmm. I need just a squishy bit. I know that I do know that cheese has salt, but it needed a little bit. Okay. Top it off with I'm topping this off with Kobe and Monterey Jack. Okay. It's got enough and that'll help it come together and it's gonna stick together. The rest of that's gonna be frozen. We're gonna top it. Put it in the oven. And I'm gonna make some cornbread. And I'm gonna show y'all what else I got. Alright, that's enough on top for me, for mine.
And they're in your book bag.
Everybody cooks differently.
So you went to that store.
Really, I did too. I went over there too. That's where I just came from.
Wait, where you went to that place?
You know, it's the new store across the street. What you mean?
Oh,
All right, now I'm gonna put it in the oven real quick and go to the next thing. Okay, and I'm gonna show y'all what I got in them pots. Hold on, let me get this in the oven and then I'm gonna show y'all what I got in the pots and I'm gonna make some cornbread.
Mom, we got some good bananas.
So this has got a jiggle and a wiggle to it.
Mama.
And it's ready to go. Love you.
I gotta go get your groceries.
Okay. Okay. full of spit. Okay, and put this in the oven. Now I'm going to show y'all what I got, and then I'm going to make some cornbread. I use self-rising cornmeal, and I like, it used to be called, and your mom is called Pearlines. You use whoever you want to. Okay, this is what I got going. Got some pinto beans. You gotta have a thick juice for me, or you can keep your beans. Okay, I gotta have that juice for my cornbread. I got turnip greens. Let me stir them up. Honey, don't sleep on my green. Honey, they are not. Look at that pigtail. Somewhere in there. Listen, now take all that meat off of there. Like that. Work it up in there real good. They greasy, but they ain't gritty. They greasy, but they ain't gritty. I got that pig. And just got it warming up.
Kiss me.
You ate some yesterday, Ava.
No, that was pizza. I just brought
1.1K, sprinkle me, please. That's the pig in the pot. They greasy, but they ain't greedy. And then I'm gonna make some cornbread. Got the macaroni. Cornbread is simple. My cornbread, I use cornmeal, a little sugar, and buttermilk, 1 egg. Okay. Turnip greens. Macaroni in the oven. And some pinto bean. And we finna make some cornbread. Let me get that going real quick. Take your leftover cheese. When it cool down, put it in a Ziploc bag and freeze it. You also can put you some smoked paprika in your macaroni and cheese. I put a little bit in there. And then we're going to go to the next thing. Let me tell you all, the people that want food healthy, go watch Joya. Go watch Tabitha Brown. And you don't even have to worry about seeing no meat or nothing. And it looked like meat. Joya is she's a soul food cook. But, I mean, she's a vegan cook that has come up with, to make her food look, those vegetables look like meat. But over here, this is my page, and I'm going to cook it the way I see, and I deem it. That's all. We can get along. Now, when you're over here, if you don't like it, you then bypass it and go on. You don't have to come in. Don't you teach your kids that they don't got to say something to everything? Now, we all old up in age, 40s and 50s and 60s, and we run our mouth more than our children. Just don't want it. I ain't gonna lose no sleep. Because I'm so sick and tired of grown people acting like children. I'm gonna turn my camera on and I'm gonna turn it off. But the difference between me and you is, I don't comment on people's stuff. I don't comment on every video I watch. And if I don't like it, I just move it. I remove it from my list of watching. That's what I do. I was raised really good. See, I was raised, you stay in a child's place. And even if you're an adult still needs to sit in a seat. I don't go back and forth. Just think for you. I'm not going to change the way I cook. This is what we having. And I ain't going to make nobody on that gain no weight, because ain't nobody on here eating this but me. And the people I'm finna take place to, my mama, my children, my friend, or whoever I'm fixing a plate for today.
We're going somewhere later. We're going somewhere later.
It's not constructive criticism. Know the difference.
We're going somewhere.
See, that's your problem. You got to justify when people try to come against you. It ain't constructive criticism. And why you got to give it when you know that ain't that type of page? So in all your getting, Abigail, get an understanding.
Your hair.
I just did it like that.
Oh, Mom, we're going to be going somewhere soon.
Okay.
With the air conditioner to get the grill.
That's the difference between constructive. Nobody asked for it.
It's the last one, Mom. The last one.
I know some people love mess because I see y'all on other people's pages that do mess. And you just can't help it. But stay over there. And I'm sure they don't want your constructive criticism. I don't even think y'all are in a place to get there. I don't even think any of y'all, some of y'all don't have. What justifies you to give constructive criticism? How is it constructive? Turn the camera on. You turn your camera on so that justifies saying something. When you come in my house, have a seat. I tell y'all all the time, you come to somebody's house, you speak. That's how I was raised. And if you like me like you say, then you hit like. And if you love me like you say, then you should sprinkle me like you should. But I'm finna finish cooking my dinner. People just like to be messy grace. Messy grace. You'd have a fit if I walked up and told you you need to do something with your daughter's hair. I'm giving you some constructive criticism. You need to get all those cars out your yard on those blocks. You ever notice when people don't stop, when they stop doing something, they want the world to stop? That's one thing I can say Tabitha Brown didn't do to her family. Her little boy and her husband was still eating meat. And she still was fixing it for them. She let it be their choice. She didn't force it on her children. Y'all learn how to stop doing something, been off of meat for a month. And now you want to tell everybody what to do. Decide if you ain't gonna eat unhealthy no more. You telling everybody now what you doing. Start your page. Teach them. Just don't do it on my page. Have y'all ever noticed that? That's really bad with us. We'll be doing something 3 minutes and 47 seconds. And now all of a sudden we want everybody to do it that way. You want to talk Hebrew. Now you want all us to talk it. Ooh. So I'm gonna make me some cornbread. Y'all put sour cream in mine. Yes, I had sour cream already in it, Miss Townsend. You can't even put people on a budget. I could look at that same person and say, well, let me show you. You all over the place with your spending. You're using your credit cards too much. You need to quit playing with Afterpay. You need to quit using Kalanka. You'll get mad and be ready to fight me. I'm so glad that I am steadfast. And I'm going to make my family some cornbread. And the thing about it, some people say they're healthy, but they're lazy. What do you got ready for your family to eat this Sunday? Or you just going to go out to eat? So get y'all some Perline, which was Aunt Jemima. That's my favorite, but you can use anybody else. Get you some sugar. Get 1 egg and meet me back here. We're going to use some oil. So, constructive criticism that. What you're not going to do. Not with me. You can be sweeter than pie to these people. And they still going to find a way to pick at you. I'm going to use a 10-inch skillet today. I'm not going to make a lot. So I'm going to use a little small bowl. Know your bowl size so you don't waste your stuff. Be more than enough. Got my bowl. Hold on 1 second, I'll be back. You gotta know, I'll see you later, alligators. Okay, here we go with the cornbread. Put your little oil in your skillet. Want the enemy let you see what don't mean nothing and you shouldn't see. Want me to do it every time. Out of all the things you can see, he'll let you see what ain't even beneficial to you. Okay. So, okay. So, I'm going to put a little oil in my cast iron skillet. Because I'm going to pour oil into my mix. Put enough in there to pour and enough to keep in the skillet. Remember, oil expands, so don't overdo it. I have about 2 cups of self-rising flour and some sugar on top. I only use 1 egg. You can use more eggs, but it don't need that many. It could be that you was taught to use that many, so that's all right. I got some buttermilk right here, whole buttermilk. I can't read it. Whole buttermilk. Pour your buttermilk in there. Cornbread, very easy. Just do you about a cup or so at a time. And I'm going to add a squishy bit of water. Start off like this. I'm just going to do this to show y'all. If it look like this, that ain't right. That ain't the right consistency. Let me turn it down a little bit. If it look like this, that ain't right. Now, if you like Jiffy, ain't nothing wrong with you using it. I didn't grow up on Jiffy. My mama always made homemade cornbread. Just like I don't like sweet dressing. Some people make their cornbread with Jiffy. I don't like sweet dressing. I ain't gonna hurt nobody's feelings, but I don't like it. Now I'm going to add just a squishy bit of water. Yeah, some people do eat sweet dressing. That's how they was raised. I remember I went to this lady house one day, and she had some sweet dressing. She offered me some dressing, and I didn't know it was sweet. And I said, you put sugar in your dressing? She said, my kids love it. She said, I make my dressing with Jiffy cornbread. Jiffy cornbread is sweet, so the dressing was sweet. Kind of just pushed it aside. I don't never put too much on my plate because I can always get more. So I'm glad I didn't put a lot of it on there. The next person I collab with, we're going to show each other how to cook some stuff. I'm not going to collab with people that's intimidated. If I can't show you how to make something, and we can't cook together, the whole purpose is cooking something you don't cook. But some people think, oh no, they'll know I don't know how to make that. No. It's okay if you don't. But let me show you. If I'm cooking with you and you ain't no baker, why you wouldn't let me show you how to make a simple cake? That's the type of person I'm looking for my next collab. Somebody that's get in the kitchen and I do something they do and learn it. They do something that I do and learn it. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm going to have the right person. Okay, the consistency of this is good. You want it like this right now. Really like that. Because you're going to add some oil. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little less grease in here. Why do I add grease in my cornbread? So it don't be crumbly. You don't want no crumbly cake. See, let me show you on cornbread. That grease is going to give it moisture. So see, I added grease. And now when I start stirring that grease, it's going to actually loosen it up a little bit. Take the texture to where it needs to be. But without any oil, that cornbread, you cut it, it's just going to crumble up. Work that oil in there real good. You notice I'm using a whisk to just get it worked in throughout. Oh, I don't think nothing wrong with what you like. If you grew up, I didn't grow up on Jiffy cornbread. My mom never bought it. And ain't nothing wrong with it. I've tasted it and it don't taste real to me. Because it's a different texture to it. But ain't nothing wrong with it. It's certainly not. It can't be. It's a bestseller. I ain't seen nothing top it yet. As long as Jiffy cornbread been out, have y'all seen anything beat it? I want to learn from the cook I'm cooking with, and they can learn from me. That's what, you know, because some people, they hog up the things too much. That's why that time with that collab, I didn't even get in the kitchen. I just sat in the living room. As they say, too many chefs in the kitchen. All right. So now I got this going. I'm going to sit y'all down and I'm going to put it in this here grease. Turn it this way. That's how I do mine. That's it, and that's all. You got to know your skillet size and your bowl size for your skillet. I warm my grease up a little bit so I can get that little crunch around the edge that we all so love. And this is about to go in the oven. My dinner is ready. Oven on 350. I like to get that little crunch around mine. Macaroni is almost ready because it was already done before I cooked it. It's coming along good, but I'm going to slide it over a little bit. Put the cornbread in with it. And show y'all something. I clean as I go. I got all these groceries to put up in the floor. But I clean as I go. Those are my groceries, y'all. I clean as I go. That's the best thing you can do. Wash your dishes up as you go. Y'all know these young people don't like to clean up. You get in a whole argument with them. So that's how I do. So listen, I start my Sunday dinner on Saturday. Our menu today is pig in a pot, turnip greens, pinto beans, macaroni and cheese, and cornbread. I save my family money. Number one, they can eat on it again tomorrow. Stuff costs so much in a restaurant. And I like to give my kids a good home-cooked meal. As parents, when our kids get older, I'm going to take my mama a plate today. I know what she likes. And as we get older, it's the smaller things. When I take my mama a plate, I plan on sitting down there with her for a little while. Avery said, Mama, what you do to your hair? Well, I had took me some of my hair and pulled them up in little knots like that and let them dry like that. And she said, what you got going on? But that's all they are. You see them to the side? I did that because I've been contemplating about getting me some dreading the top of my head. Listen, I don't normally, I haven't done this for y'all in a while, so I'm going to do this for y'all. I don't know. I don't know what I want to sing. That's the whole thing. When I get ready to do a good old hymn, it leaves my brain. And because people don't sing them as much as they used to. Or I get on the phone with a friend and we start talking about old songs back in the day in a choir. And then when it's time to sing it, I just can't remember. You know, like, so heavy laid on and burdened down, I did just what to do. So I went and I prayed for strength to endure. Jesus said, be still. I will see you through. So I tried him, and I know him. He sticks closer than any brother. Oh, I tried him, and I know him. He's been better to me than I've been to myself. There can never be a friend as dear to me as Jesus. So now, when you go through your trials and your test, please don't look to man, for they'll let you down. Just remember, there is just one who will go with you till the end. His name is Jesus. Jesus, my Jesus. He'll tell you what, why, and when. Hey, I had to get that out. See, let me tell you what I do know. What I do know is people want everything from you but the best thing. Let me tell y'all a story, because I like to run off the naysayers and I like to stand in my stuff, because the best is yet to come. You don't even know what is going on in my life. When I tell you the first shall be last and the last gonna be first. When I tell you it's not about you quoting it and saying it, but when you honestly standing before a promise that was made to you. It don't matter who stick with you. It don't matter who leave. The numbers don't matter. What mattered was I was obedient. And I did what I was supposed to do, and I turned my camera on. There's a story about two sisters. And they invited people to come eat Sunday dinner. And the guest was there. And one sister was like me in the kitchen, sweating and cooking. And the other sister was entertaining the company. Honey, she was down there sitting at the feet of Jesus. She was doing this. Really, that's what happened? And Jesus was saying, and I can give you life, and I can give it to you more abundantly. And I can show you, you can heal yourself. You can speak over your life. You can encourage yourself. You know, you can be like, sometimes you have to encourage yourself. Sometimes you have to speak victory during the test. And no matter how you feel, speak a word and you will be healed. Speak over yourself. Encourage yourself. And so she was listening. By that time, her sister came out and said, can I speak to you in the kitchen, JC? He go in the kitchen. He say, what is it? She said, don't you see me in here cooking these collard greens, his pigs in a blanket and everything, and I'm up there cooking all this stuff and these greens and pinto beans going on a garlic chicken with. And my sister Mary in there sitting around with you talking. She ain't trying to help me. Can you get her? And he said, now, Martha, Now, Martha, you go tell Mary not to weep and tell Martha not to mourn. But now, Martha, I know y'all my good friend Lazarus' sisters. But one thing I can't do. Oh, Mr. James Moore, I pray you feel better. I know chemo ain't no joke. My daddy and my aunts and stuff went through it. And my granddaddy just... My life with cancer, honey, I've seen enough of it. I don't want to see nobody else go through cancer. But he said, why would I ask her to leave when she getting the best part? It ain't your food. It ain't your hospitality, and it's been nice. It ain't, I know you in the kitchen cooking, and Martha, I know your food gonna taste good. But she got the best part. She with me. Y'all won't even let me give y'all the best part. Y'all won't let me show you the secret to success. The secret to long life. No. Oh, no. Monday and Tuesday, y'all won't come over at 4:30 on life lessons. Show me how to cook. That's all I want. Don't give me no business plans. Don't tell me nothing. Don't show me no budgets. I don't care what you did. I don't care that you had successful stuff. Don't show me. Just show me this. Because, see, I ain't worried about all that. I just want to know how to do this. I just want to live in the moment. Then you get an email. Will you please give me your heavenly pound cake recipe and this recipe? You say no. He said, I can't. And see, that's what happens right here. People come. Boy, I told y'all, I knew I was going to get about 1,200 today. All you got to do is show them some good stuff. And you know, out of that, you're going to have a lot of negative people that y'all ain't used to. And I remember it was really bad when I was getting 35 and 4,000 on my live. When we were shut down. But we ain't shut down no more. So if you can pull 1,000, 2,000 plus, you do really well. But when you get to giving and dropping some knowledge, they gone. They don't want to hear you sing. They don't want to hear you talk. They don't want you to tell them a story. They just come for what they come for. And you have to let people be just who they are. That's what they come for. But that remaineth the rest. And the rest is who I end up blessing. Those that stick through it is who I don't change my structure. Those that remaineth are the ones that typically get the blessings. Some people show up for different reasons. You know, like some people want it all. I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, Jesus. If it ain't you. Some people want diamond rings. I don't even wear mine. There's some things that have never caught my attention as a woman. And that's name brand clothes and jewelry. I love a lot of fashionable jewelry. But I've never wanted my husband to go and buy me a $30,000 ring. I never wanted to wear name brand other. I worked in a company. I'm working right now on some stuff. I promise you. It's not going to have Gucci, Prada. None of them people. Burberry. All I be thinking about is blueberries. I would never, do you hear me, be wasteful and add my money into clothes that has no value when you put them on your back. There's a difference between bread and butter. That bread just clothes, cars, jewelry. But butter, please believe me, give me all the butter you can give me. That's land, houses, rental properties, generational wealth. Give me the butter. Give me the thickness of it. Some people you can't help. They'll be in a struggle all the days of their life. They'll be a great pretender. They'll pretend they're successful. They'll pretend that they know it. They'll pretend versus learning it. Versus going in and taking you a study on it. Go get what it takes for you to be successful. I'm getting ready to go back to school. I'm not going to say for what. But I am. And I'm not doing it for nobody but me. You welcome, Miss Ernestine Holland. Sorry about that. Real value. That's why our grandparents could leave us something. How do we not have nothing this day and age? And our grandparents could leave back their houses and land. And you won't put a new roof on it. You sell it to the first person come offer you $25,000 or $50,000. And it didn't even need that much work done. And now you done went through that money and you living in an apartment with high rent. Hey, Mr. Walter Ross Sr., we doing good. How you and your family? I'm finna get this macaroni out. I'm so sick of people being hard on themselves. You don't have to give your kids all that. Child, give your kids a roof over their head and some clothes. I just bought Ava's school clothes, and I know I didn't spend up about $150. Honey, she got her about 4 dresses, 3 shirts. She already got the bottoms and a few more things. I don't even think it was $150. I think that was my other part. She will be going back to school from Walmart. Like it or not. Say what you want. She'll be clean. She's going to smell good. She's going to have lotion. Her hair going to get braided. She go back August the 1st. She going to have a book bag. She going to have, and her book bag coming from the thrift store. Why? Y'all worried. My sister tell you, we didn't wear name brand. But baby, we would be so clean. People be asking, can I borrow your shirt? Trey said, them clothes I'll be wearing to church. All of them ain't name brand. Now, some of it might be Donna and all that because that's how them church stores is. But if I don't want to pay that much, I will go get that dress and take it back. How are you going to do that? Wear it and take it back? I'll go get one of them dresses, take it to my seamstress. My seamstress look it over, tell me how much fabric I need, and make me one. That's why y'all be saying, where you get that? You can't get it. It was made for me. Somebody made it for me. But thank you. Thank you. Big, I'm still like my dress is loose. Come on, let's check this macaroni. My sister tell you how we was raised. Hey, Cheryl, I see you on here. Cheryl, her, love you. Yeah, see that macaroni ready. That's how you do it. Hold on. I'm gonna take mama plate before this storm come in. It's moving this way. You don't want your macaroni so. Move that in the middle. Cornbread coming along good. Finna show you macaroni cheese. Macaroni cheese ready. It's ready. It's got enough juice in there. It's got enough bubbling and brown sugar. Joy is what it's all about. And there you have it. And I made it while y'all was on here. It's the bubble for me. I made my reel. I'm gonna make some more of it in a minute. When I get ready to cut into it. Cornbread will be out. And so I just want to be sharing with y'all. I don't even know how long I've been on here. But, see, it's so many things we have to understand. Everybody on my page is on here for different reasons. And some people, you be saving their life. You are a lifesaver. And some of y'all can help me. Some of you intelligent, educated, successful in your own, have been great in raising your children. Nobody want their children yoking up with nobody who ain't taught their kids no manners. You cussing people out, they cussing people out. We don't want that. So I'm going to get ready to wait on the cornbread. We have to remember that. Y'all just cook. You're so rude. Just get to the point. No. You just leave and go find someone else that can teach you what you're looking for. This look cute, but I don't know if I like that now. I look like I got little cobwebs in my head. But you must go where you can get what you want. And that's all you want. If all you want to hear about is somebody dragging somebody, some mess, somebody getting into it, then you got to go find that content. But let me explain to you. Just because they call it content creator, don't believe what you heard. Ain't nothing in my life, no content. This is my real life. It's my real life. And if y'all would have the opportunity to share people's stuff, then you can find out what I done before I got to this point. But you won't. I cooked pig in a pot, turnip greens, macaroni and cheese, pinto beans, and cornbread. That's why we don't get shares. My shares used to be 1,700, 4.5K shares, 3,000 shares. But we just won't share your stuff. It's just going to be on your page, but we just ain't going to do it. We won't give you a like. We won't give you a heart. We just ain't going to do it. Now, you go and look at other people. They do it. We ain't going to do it. I don't care what you say. We just our worst enemy. And I'm going to enjoy my day. And I'm going to keep helping people. Now, my friend Armor Jean, that's mine. And we have a good time. She want to play. Then people say, that's too much. Some people you are just not going to make happy. And I can tell you for certainty, those type of people, I can't be around. I can't hang around no people that always sucking lemons. And I can't, because I like to laugh and have fun. You're going to have to take your so serious self somewhere else. Pig in the pot, pig feet, pig ears, pigtails, neck bones, pork belly, hog jaw. That's all your pig that's in one pot. When you cook it together. I did a video yesterday. You can't share the video, you won't know. Miss Amy, God's anointed. Let me tell you something. A person don't understand when it's the hardest thing, first of all, for your mama not to remember everything in life, and especially if she forgets you. My one of our associate pastors in the church, he's going through that. And I remember our pastor before this one that died, he had dementia and it turned into Alzheimer's. And one time we was in the room 15 minutes with him. And he didn't even know we were there. That's why I used to sing that song, you know your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. You're messing me around. One day we was in church one day. And well, let me finish telling you that. So what happened was that 15 minutes later, he said, hey, Sister Tracy, when did you come in here? And I said, Yeah, I had to catch myself. I said, he didn't know I was in here. Okay, Keisha, Arthur, just let me know. You can meet me when you coming through to come to Calhoun. You got to come through him. Hey, Chemistry from God. And so, anyway, the long and the short was his body. But when I see people in church with their cell phones, and they be doing this, and the choir be singing, the praise team, and they be doing it, and the pastor preaching, and they in their phone, you might as well look over there. That's what the Lord told me. You see that body's here with me, but the mind is on the other side of town. They messing me around. They body be on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, looking up clothes. How disrespectful to come into the house of the Lord and your phone going off because one of your friends is in church with you posting. They searching stuff. They online. Your notifications say blank blank is online. Preachers in the pulpit with other preachers and they're online. The mother's board, they online. The pastor's wife, she's online. Laity's online. And don't say you up there looking at your scripture, because that's an app. And I wish things are going to grow. The church going to come all the way back into full fruition when God get it back. He don't have it right now. He ain't in full possession. That's why we're not getting the healings and the anointings and the breakthroughs. And that's why people are crying for help outside of there. Because ain't nobody in there helping. You better not stay out of church too long. You better not get sick. Who gonna come visit you? Who gonna cook for you? Who gonna come pray for you? Who gonna help this lady whose mama got dementia and everybody know her? And it's hard enough that baby seeing her mama can't remember and may not remember her. But sometimes they say with that dementia, before it turns into Alzheimer, and it's different in everybody. Some of it is very aggressive. But she might look at you and call you her mama because she sees something in you that resembles her. She carried you. I just believe when they start calling their children mama, they know you come from me. You come from the best part of me. You may not get along with your mother, but you come from the best part of her. She almost died giving birth to you. Giving birth is the closest thing to death for a woman. But you could still help her out. She's already going through the fact that my mama don't know me no more. And the woman that took care of me and nourished me and walked me and loved me, anointed God's anointing, may God give you strength. Amy's God's anointed Newell. May he give you strength in this struggle. May you find a smile in your hurt. And may you find rest in the little things that she can remember. Learn to embrace every day that's a good day and get ready for the days that ain't going to be so good. Think about a baby. Some nights they don't sleep good and you still got to go to work. They might end up leaving the door unlocked. They touch things. They get burnt. You'll have to take her bedroom door and reverse it where she can't get out when it get worse. She may want to iron, but take the end off where she can't plug it in the wall. Because she could have been a housekeeper. And so therefore she thinks she's going to work. She may think she made up her bed and she unmade it. You can tell her to come eat and she's going to tell you she has eaten. But enjoy every day you can with her. We don't never know what's going to befall us. I've always asked God to let me have a strong mind, like my grandmama said. Keep my mind. Please keep my mind. But it don't have to be your mama to help her. You could have been a good friend to her. You could be Amy's friend. You know, she could have went to church with you. But you know what's going on? What happened to the love when people knew folks were going through something? They bring you a plate, sit with you a little while, take your mind off of things. Tell you, you can go to the store, I'll watch you. Go on. I'll sit here with her for a little bit. Your life change. So what? She can't go. Amy can't go out to eat with y'all, but y'all can come over and eat with her. Sometimes they can't even remember older things, Cheryl. It goes so far back. Sometimes they go back, but they skip stuff. It's selected memory with it too. And some days can be good days. They look at you, and some days they're looking at you and they're looking right through you. But what happened when people gave folks a break? You notice folks used to say they done lost their mind. Her mind ain't good no more. We didn't know about Alzheimer's or dementia. But folk used to say, you know, something happened. She snapped. Yeah, she can't remember no more. But they took care of her. Y'all have to watch her. Don't let her roam. Get her. Family reunion, everybody knows something wrong with Aunt Minnie. Y'all, she moving. Somebody move with her. But now everybody's so busy, they just don't have time. They just don't have time. They don't have time to visit you, bring your dish. They don't have time to see about you. Some people can't even pick up the phone and say, how you feeling today? It's just the day we living in. It's just the day we living in. Let me show y'all. I think the cornbread should be ready. It don't matter what age. Some people get it early, like some people go through the change. Some people go through the change real early in life. About ready to brown that cornbread. Okay, here we go. We got this at Pig in the Pot. It's all different kind of pork. Gonna be good in a minute. We got these here pinto beans with that good thick juice. The juice gotta be right. My mama taught me that. We got these turnip greens. Maybe these greens, they might be greasy, but they ain't gritty. Yes, with that meat in there. Yes. Got this cornbread. This macaroni and cheese that's done settled itself. And I got that cornbread about to come out that oven. That's what's for dinner. So, I put the wrong lid on it. Well, I'm so glad we had this time together. Just to have a laugh. I sing a song. We just got started. And before you know it, come time, Mama Trace got to say so long. She got to get ready. She finna go take her mama a plate. She gonna eat her something because she ain't ate. Talking in third person. But hopefully I'll come back. And if Mom allows me, hopefully she'll let y'all see her today. But I don't know. But I'll probably come back on my own. Time to clear the parking lot. Y'all ready? All minds clear. All minds and hearts. All right, honey. What I say to one, I say to all. Love your neighbor like you love yourself. What I say to one, I say to all. Honey, love, it covers a multitude of faults. What I say to one, I say to all. I love you. Yes, I do. I'm the cook, the Bible study teacher, the motivational speaker, and y'all my friends. And with that being said, I call you the honeybees. So I'm going to see y'all later, honeybees.